The Department of Health says more than 20 people got sick, including 7 children who have been hospitalized since January, all linked to drinking raw milk.
The department says the infections are linked to Keeley Farms Dairy in New Smyrna Beach. West 2's Haley Crumblehome explains how the farm is responding.
The Florida Department of Health released an update this week after more than 20 people became sick after consuming raw milk. The update linked recent severe cases of Campylobacter and Shiga toxin-producing E. coli infections to a farm in New Smyrna Beach. We talked with a local physician about what kind of symptoms those sickened might experience.
When it comes down to E. coli and Campylobacter, tend to be GI upset. A lot of people nauseous, vomiting.
The update from the Department of Health said 7 hospitalizations have been linked to consumption of raw milk from a Central Florida farm. Dr. Rajiv Ball, an emergency medicine physician, said in severe cases,
You can actually have bloody diarrhea. Many times in those cases, you actually have a condition called HUS, which is a pretty severe form of that illness that can cause your blood products to break down. You need IV antibiotics and sometimes even transfusions.
The Florida Department of Health said severe complications have been reported in at least 2 cases. They said this week they were providing information to assist Floridians in making informed decisions about their health, saying of Keeley Farms Dairy in New Smyrna Beach, sanitation practices in this farm are of concern due to the number of cases. There have been 21 cases since January 24, 2025, including 6 children under the age of 10 and 7 hospitalizations linked to consumption of raw milk from this farm. West 2 reached out to the farm and people believed to be associated with the business. We didn't hear back, but in a post on the farm's Facebook page, they said Keeley Farms Dairy has not been informed of any immediate investigation by the Florida Department of Health and will reach out to their agency. We were not contacted by the Department of Health prior to or regarding their statement. But in the Department of Health's update, it said the FDOH will continue working with Keeley Farms Dairy to ensure that effective sanitation practices are implemented consistently across every batch. Keeley Farms went on to say in their own post that the Department of Health has not indicated to Keeley Farms that it committed any wrongdoing, so its press release has blindsided us. According to the FDOH update, in Florida, raw milk can only be sold for non-human consumption as pet or animal food, which limits regulation efforts of sanitary practices. Containers must have a label clearly stating that the raw milk is for animal consumption only. The farm confirmed in a response to a comment on one of their posts that they sell milk for livestock feed. It is labeled not for human consumption. Covering Volusia County and New Smyrna Beach, Haley Crumblehome, West 2 News.